Hey there, love. Welcome to the Jenuine Chat series right here on the Reignited podcast. My name is Jen. If you're new here, welcome. I am the host of the Reignited podcast and the founder of Live Reignited. And we do the Jenuine Chat series, pun intended, where we chat about all things straight from the heart. So today we're chatting about whether or not women can have it all and keep their sanity. Can we really have a full-time career, be a mom, be a wife, take care of the house and everything else that goes with it, and really genuinely be happy? Well, let's talk about it. As someone who has struggled with balancing it all for many years, and now I finally feel like I'm in a position to share with other women, mentor and coach other women, and teach them how to balance it all effectively without losing your sanity. I think that it's definitely possible to have it all. But I also think that there's a lot of factors that go into that, because I have been the woman that didn't have the support at one point that I needed in order to be successful in balancing everything and not feeling completely overwhelmed and frustrated and anxious and depressed. So that's why I want to shed light on this particular topic today. It's because it's something I've struggled with myself. So it's something right now as a mentor and a coach for women to help them enhance their lives and what we say reignite their lives. This is something that I feel is so important. This is a topic that all women struggle with, whether it's balancing being a wife and being a mom and having a career, or it's balancing having a career and balancing social life. It doesn't matter what situation you're in or what your current life structure looks like. Every woman struggles in this area. And a lot of women do it well. But are you doing it well and keeping your sanity? Are you doing it well and still have time for yourself, or time for hobbies, time to do things like what we consider passion, what you're passionate about? Do you have time for that? Because I know for many years I didn't. And ultimately, that's where Live Reignited stemmed from. And if you're interested, if you want to know more about the Live Reignited movement and what Live Reignited is, it is a movement for women. It is a movement where we are reigniting women's lives, where we're touching on not just one particular topic or one particular area for women. We are touching on all of them. And we have 4 specific pillars, and that is faith, fire, career, and passion. And those are the 4 areas that we make sure women are inspired by. That those are the areas that I know I struggled with as a woman throughout many, many years. And I know those are usually the 4 pillars that most women are struggling. So if you're interested in learning more about the Live Reignited movement and everything that we have to offer, you can visit livereignited.com. So yes, are you balancing it well? What does that look like? Well, for me, I had a full-time career in marketing as a senior leader. So I had a lot of responsibility. I had teams that I ran and constant meetings and just a ton of responsibility in the role that I had as a marketing leader. Then I have my kids. I'm a mom to 4, and my husband, who is in the military and is constantly activated, so he's constantly away. I didn't have a lot of family support. I really don't have any family near me, and I've never really had a lot of family support. Most of my family now lives out of state, and same with my husband's. So, or they just, our schedules just are nowhere near aligned. So I've never really had that support, and that was huge. That was huge for me. And it was definitely something I was lacking. And I know many women are lacking in that as well. So I've learned throughout all of the years of being completely overwhelmed and stressed out, trying to balance it all and juggle it all, that you just can't do it all. You're one person, And as women, we tend to put so much pressure on ourselves, and we don't ask for help when we need it. And we don't say no sometimes when we should. So today, I think one of the biggest takeaways of this particular topic in this episode is that we need to learn to say no sometimes. Sometimes we overcommit. Are you a woman right now that tends to overcommit? I did it all the time. I was constantly overcommitting and overbooking and overscheduling because I was trying to do it all. And then I was afraid to let anyone down, whether it would be for work or whether it would be for home or for the kids or for friends, whatever it was. And sometimes we need to say no. We need to understand that it's okay to say no. No, I can't attend that birthday party. No, I can't attend this event right now. I'm sorry, but I have other things I need to do, or I have other commitments. It's okay. And that's a big thing that I learned is it's okay to say no. So in some cases, I know something that I struggled with in the past as a mom who also had a full-time career is that you need to recognize that even in the small moments, family comes first. And in the big moments, there's no question. I don't think any woman has an issue putting her kids or her family first. But I think there's times where we think, okay, I can work a few extra hours this evening. Is it cutting into your family time? Is it cutting into time with your kids or with your spouse? Trust me, I've done this myself. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Making sure that you're balancing out your work and home schedule and that it's not crossing over, it's not intertwining. Because again, I made that mistake, especially working from home. It's really easy to do that and say, oh, well, just a few extra hours in the evening. It causes more harm than good because that's taking time away from your family. So just recognizing and remembering, even in those small moments, that family comes first. But last but not least is making time for you, making time for things that you love to do, that you enjoy doing. I lacked that for many years. Finding a hobby or recognizing what my hobby was and being able to do that and do things that made me happy instead of working and living like a robot every day. We're not meant to be like that. We're not machines. We're humans. So, but recognizing when you need to put yourself first sometimes, recognizing when you're not feeling well or you're feeling drained or you're feeling overworked, you're feeling stressed, recognizing that it's okay to say no. It's okay to put yourself first when you need to put yourself first. And that's not being selfish. And I know that that's another issue a lot of moms have is, well, that's a selfish move I don't want to do for me, but you do need to do for you sometimes because you need to be okay for your kids. You need to be in a good mindset and healthy and happy for your kids because how are you going to take care of them? How are you going to take care of all of these people when you're not okay? And I think that's something that we forget to recognize as moms, as wives, as just as women in general, that we need to be okay and that making sure that we're taking care of ourselves is so important. So I'd love to know how you balance it all. Do you have a full-time career? Are you a mom? Are you in school? What does your current situation look like? And how are you doing balancing it all? I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know in the comments below. Well, thank you so much, love, for spending time with me today and chatting about balancing it all because it's so important to know that no matter what, you are amazing and you can do hard things. You can do this. Every day may not be easy, but just remember that you take one step at a time and making sure that you're taking time for yourself, you're saying no when you need to say no, and that you're not overcommitting. It's so important that you are okay, that you are healthy and happy. So just remember that. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll chat with you next time. Bye, love.